Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to our Lizardmen campaign, where we are just about to finish off at Ulthuan and then start our invasions of Naggarond. They're actually going to be going ahead very soon, and we're just going to start burning through Naggarond, which hopefully won't take us too long. We are actually sending an invasion force over as we speak. Just have a little bit of leveling up, so you can see up here we've got quite a large invasion force about to land in a Kroq-Gar, and then we're just going to start burning through the coasts. Up here is all Narscan settlements, so I'm not too worried about them. And we're actually going to see if we can just start taking places, because I think I've got enough positives to actually just capture everywhere as I push through it to my public order. So even though I'll be getting a lot slower from holding them, I don't think there's going to be huge problems with that. Oh, let's give you a few extra units slowly. I can't afford to just now, so let's end turn. So the remnants of Lothan, let's see what they're trying to do to fight back. They've got very little left. I think they've only got 2 or 3 settlements. They've got 3 settlements left now before they are completely defeated. They did manage to push the Narsicans out, but it's not going to really help them. They've got this little army which is rampaging around, but again, that's not really going to do a huge amount there. And obviously we've got Mazamundi up there, who is still quite powerful, who's doing his job quite well. I might need to give him an order, tell him to attack a specific target, actually, maybe, to try and make him a little bit more beneficial. Obviously we've got my armies coming up through here to the up to the sort of southern areas of Naggarond, where they will start clearing through the territories as well as the invasion up here. So I mean, they'd be more sensible to try and focus down one side of me first, but then again, they're not going to have enough power to focus down any side of me, so it's not really something I need to be worried about. Oh no, they stole the technology. It's not really a huge problem. And let's hit these guys. Let's declare war on them straight away. They didn't declare war with me, those traitors. Let's take the XP. Right, I'm just going to check my how friendly these guys are with me. Oh, so that's something I need to worry about. I might actually need to build a couple of armies around them, just in case. But again, I'm not hugely worried about that. Crocky can smash here.
You will regret this.
We've already got walls there. So one of these places will actually have a special building it can build. But we'll have to work that out in a minute. We are waiting on here, so we're going to just wait on Crocky before we attack here. Just to make sure we can absolutely destroy it. Let's continue sailing the invasion force across the sea. And here you can see they are coming to defend. This is why we're sticking together here, because I don't want to get caught alone, because that black arc can cause a lot of damage. Oops. Next turn we'll hit here and we'll try and get all our armies ashore, and we'll start burning through their territories. But you can start pushing that way. And you guys can all keep pushing north quickly as you can. And I'm going to start building another army down here. Right, just getting our money, our income production buildings going. I think he's good actually. Right, so here is probably the closest place. We're going to build a big army here and we're going to move them down. Oh no, I can build a Nitsa. So we're going to build a big army here just to keep these guys aware that we are not weak. Okay. So -5 local region but +5 faction wide, that cancels itself out and is actually quite good. Sorry, I am just kind of blitzing through these for the reasons I've mentioned before. What else do I want in here? A couple of carnies, carnosaurs. What am I missing? Oh, heroes, 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 heroes. Straight up to the Stegodon. Okay, and now we can also get a Saurus Warrior, Saurus Scar Veteran as well here, who can also level up massively. Okay, which leaves us two things here, and I'm actually going to do more. Once I can afford it, I'm going to put more ancient Stegodons into there as well, because I do feel that they are quite nice. Let's perform the rite to get ourselves another Slan Priest recruitable. I've got loads I can recruit at the moment, but it's always worth just pushing that up as high as I can. A little bit more levelling up to do elsewhere. Always a little bit of levelling up to do elsewhere, guys, at this point. Okay, where do I want him? He can start making his way around here to come and deal with the Nausicans if needs be. Okay, and end turn again. So things look to be going well here. We're getting our armies into position. The invasion of Naggarond is about to begin. Naggarond is not just a settlement which the Dark Elves held. It is also the name of the continent they are on. So this entire continent here is called Naggarond, which is capital is Naggarond, which is also a city, which which Dark Elf faction Naggarond, led by Malekith, started. Just to be a little confusing. And they have all, he has managed to bring all the Dark Elves under his banner slowly, but I don't think it's going to do him much good at this point, because, well, he can potentially push out some good armies. I think that I've got enough forces here to be able to quite easily slice through his territory. Yeah, I'll have a non-aggression pact. I didn't realise I didn't have a non-aggression pact with you. Oh, because they didn't go to war, it broke all our alliances. So that's probably why they were suddenly getting massive negatives as well. Because not because I broke alliances, because they broke alliances, which probably messed things up just a little. So various traits gained. Let's head over here and deal with here first. So Kroq can double time over here. Oh, he's not quite in range. Dinosaurs are at the walls, and nice easy auto resolve now. And now it is time for the invasion to begin, guys. Get all of my forces ashore, so we've got a nice beachhead. This is the first thing to do here, is get them all ashore, because... Why did it bounce me down there? Because if they're not all ashore, that black ark can very easily come up and whack me from behind, which would be a which would lose me an army. And actually, bringing any more armies over here, I'm still going to have to keep an eye out for those black arcs. This is unsurprisingly a nice easy victory now. So we now hold Kroq-Gar, which is our nice new beachhead into this territory. And next turn we will be able to start moving forwards and burning our way through their territory. Right, you can change from double time and you can go and hit Grey Rock Point. We can siege here because I don't want to be pushing in, and we're going to get you some support as fast as we can. And then you can just start pushing north. And let's send Hexalotl an order, a coordination target here. Right, let's check on these guys.
One rag. Talk at me in your crude language if you must. I make no promises as to the outcome.
I'm more than happy to pay these guys off a little if needs be.
All right.
And even if I give them a lot of gold, it's not gonna... There you go, that's now improving. So I just tried to stabilise things down there, because I don't really want to be going to war with those dwarfs if I can help it. It's only because of the campaign's silly negatives. Oh, I split him off by accident. It's only because of the campaign's silly negatives that he's actually not liking me. I do like this one. This is really nice. It massively ups my tradable resources, which is only useful when I have people to trade with. No, I'm going for the other one because this isn't a major trading area. God, what? Do I really not have one of those there? Right, we're low on cash now, so let's just do a little bit more levelling up. How are you doing? You've got a few more places to go through up here. I'm going to start pushing through this to buff his forces. Right now, guys, I'm not paying as much attention to what I'm putting into these because there's so much time being spent putting stuff into these that it just kind of takes too long. I kind of wish when you get to this point you could almost put it on auto, but that would also be a bit lame. Okay, and end turn again, guys. So Loffen has one remaining settlement, which is about to fall. Oh! Loffen has one remaining settlement, which is about to become 2. I'm going to fight this. Because I might be able to hold this off. This is why I've been building walls behind everywhere, guys. Because actually, things like this are not good. It's Tyrion here. Tyrion is actually going to be my problem here. This is simply because I left an undefended settlement behind. This is a minor setback, however. You know, I've got plenty of armies around who I can send off this way to deal with Tyrion, and obviously they're going to be my northern invasion force to go and deal with the Norsicans afterwards, or just to be ready to jump at the Norsicans if they go for me while I clear out Naggarond. So let's see, the Battle of Tralinia. Anyway, this should be a... I'm going to get my butt kicked, because I think if it wasn't for Tyrion, I'd be happy to fight this, but Tyrion can probably defeat this army on his own, because he is quite strong in combat. I think one of the few people who is... You know, I think that... Yes, Kroq-Gar I reckon is stronger, but Tyrion is a very powerful little fighter on his own, so that is this is not necessarily going to be a particularly glorious fight, but we'll do what we can, and then we'll bring a massive army down here and jump up and down on his face. Okay, these guys are not going to stay in skirmish mode because they can do reasonably in normal mode, but I'm going to be using them to start with. Like, these guys can charge straight out, and these guys can all hit... Oop! These guys can all hit that eagle straight away. Let's kill that eagle as fast as we can. So these guys are just throwing javelins, so they do have a few shots. And they are very good at taking out that javelin, that eagle, for example. Then they're going to start hitting, trying to move around the sides. So these guys are going to start moving around the sides now. You are also going to try and move around the side. We're going to try and surround this unit to break it. You're going to start hitting their archers, actually. You can slam into the back there. And we're going to start hitting them as hard as we can. Now let's just get all of our guys on here. Let's try and wipe out those archers, because they're probably doing more damage to us than anything else. Some more units are enraging. The spearmen aren't doing well, but Tyrion is not even hurt yet. I'm running low on javelins now, so you can charge him. You guys can just start chasing. You guys can start shooting in here. So we're just going to try and chase these guys around. Though they would probably... The Loffen Sea Guard will probably beat these guys in melee, but at least gets them stuck for a little bit. And you guys can charge in as well. I know you guys can charge up to help up here. We've broken those archers, so now it is literally everything versus Tyrion. Tyrion here in the middle, fighting. He will be doing a lot of damage. He's probably done more damage than anything else here. Right, giving these guys a bit of support will probably help against those Loffen Sea Guard. Tyrion is not going to go down though. This is the issue here. Tyrion is probably just going to kill everything I've put against him. We'll speed up the time here. So we are whittling down these guys, these archers, sorry, the Loffen Sea Guard, but they are winning that fight. And Tyrion is slowly going down, but again, he's definitely winning that fight. So I'm not sure I'm going to do well here. It will be a valiant defeat, but not that a valiant defeat. This is why we put it on double time now, because this is literally just going to be a bloody fight until the last man. And here it goes. We're going to mass rout in a second. But, you know, close defeat there, so we really did fight them. You know, we all but they managed to escape, unfortunately, so we didn't quite wipe them out. But that was a good, solid fight. But you see there, Tyrion and the Loth and Seaguard, they were the things which did all the damage. Maybe I should have focused on those Loth and Seaguard a little earlier. You live and learn. We will start marching an army that way. We've already got an army marching that way, so I don't think they're going to be holding that for too much longer, but we shall see. We shall see. Right, so there's a bit going on over in southern Naggarond. Obviously, we're moving up our forces as well, so we're going to start capping places up there soon. Mazzamundi has expanded his territory there. I'm not fussed about Mazzamundi expanding his territory because he is another Lizardmen faction and he is a very friendly faction. That Black Ark is now pretty much ineffectual there, all on its own. I think I've got a big enough invasion force to be going on with here. We're going to start, we should be able to just start burning through their territories now and trying to do as much damage as we can. And now I think, unless they can pull something out of the bag, it is the beginning of the end for the Dark Elves. They've been remaining powerful for long enough, but they've probably realised now that it's over. There isn't much they can do against me at this point, other than, I mean, they can valiantly fight. How dare they! I am now at war with Agol, so these armies over here are going to start invading in the north as well now, guys. So this will be these guys will be our northern invasion force as well now. What's that, Agol? Oh, Mung! I'm at war with Mung up here. That's not a huge issue, really. Start marching up. We will be going to war with Mung, with Agol as well, because I'm not particularly worried about them. Let's just check. I do have some other armies about the place which are sitting in things. So you can start making your way north. Let's just check. I'm checking settlements for armies, basically. Because you do forget about them sometimes if they're in settlements. Pardon me, especially once you've got to this size. Let's encircle. There is no point in us wasting troops when I can bring down multiple armies to smash this place.
We will seek bloody vengeance.
Now, who are Naggarond? Are Naggarond at war? No, they're not. So they are actually friendly with the northern tribes as well. So I do need to be aware of that. And we're going to start throwing walls up here as quickly as we can as well, guys. Alright, you can start pushing up the western coast. You can push up to support, and then we can smash here. And then we can start, these two can start cutting back up. They can push up here and start link up with that other army somewhere up north. You can jump into this army. You can get 2 more ancient stegodons as your missile cavalry. Right, so we've got the rare building in this one. Oh, I don't get a rare building. I assume some of them I possibly lose out on because I'm not the elves. However, right now I think we're in a good position. Yes. So it's a little levelling up and a little buffing up settlements. In here I'm not going to worry so much about walls because I'm protected by the walls outside. I mean, if a rogue army pops up I might regret that, but I can deal with that when that happens. I'm going to keep armies around this area, so it's not a huge problem if it happens, however. Okay, so here is levelled up as well. Let's just have a look round to make sure we've got everything built up. We're a bit low on cash now. Unsurprisingly, a little bit more levelling up to do. Okay. Nope, immortal first. Right, this army needs to do a little bit more growing as well. Then he can start pushing north too. Or maybe he can send down to look, watch those dwarves. We just need to clear up the remainder of the High Elves before our Agol campaign, which should be lightening fast up there in the north. Because we'll just bounce from port to port, smash it, knock it over, take it over. And again, now it's just the long push, guys, through to finish off the Dark Elves. And that shouldn't take us too much longer, I don't think, guys. And obviously once that's done we'll have a few Norse factions left, but they're not going to be any issues for me to clear up, and that will complete our grand campaign objective and get us domination victory as well, guys, for completing the long campaign. So I'm quite happy with that. Because everybody other than the northern tribes will be our allies at that point, and we can take them relatively quickly. Should I say that? Spine of Sotek dwarfs are no longer my allies, but we can deal with that when we need to. I can take them out of a couple of armies if needs be. The issue is the other dwarf faction might start not liking me if I do that, so we'll have to be a little careful with that. Right, let's go back to the invasion of Naggarond. This is going apace. Let's start heading to Blacklight Tower. And the monoliths. Let's start splitting our forces a bit now. We can afford to. To be fair, I think any of these armies can deal with anything which gets thrown at me. I'm a little worried they're going to sneak in behind me, but I can deal with that when I deal with that, especially if I go to war with Agol. But I can, as I said, I can deal with that when I deal with that. And Agol, ideally, are going to be too busy dealing with other things to deal with that. Right, we are now at war with Agol as well. They wanted a foothold, I said no. Next turn, these guys can start that. This turn, these guys can start sailing. And we'll hit Trollfjord, and then we'll start pushing north. Right, and Icepack Bay I need to pay attention to. So I do need to pay attention because they do still have a few big armies. But again, it's nothing I can't deal with. Let's start pushing up another army in Loth. Oh no, let's tidy up this army to head north. And a couple of Carnosaurs as cav.
Make your proposal.
I've got a feeling I'm going to have to deal with those dwarfs at some point, unfortunately, but that's the world. How are these guys?
And what can the Dawi do?
They're
for
still
your
friends and they're
office,
still
son?
improving. These guys are going to start pushing north up here, start clearing out the places up here as well. And then we'll start burning our way along the coast up there. You can also do that, so we're going to land here next to Moonshard and start pushing up that way. Sorry guys, I apparently left myself muted after coughing for a little bit there. I will check how long I did that for. If it's too long, I am sorry and I will have to re-record this, but if it's only a couple of minutes I won't bother. This is going to be the end of this session guys, so thank you very much for watching. And next turn it's going to be finishing off Agol and really, well, it's going to be finishing off Lothan and really ripping into Agol and the and Naggarond. Thank you very much for watching guys.